Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the clips of the live stream that happened this weekend. The link to the full-length stream will be in the description, as well as the link to the original story. I have clipped these sections together to make the best time possible for the videos, between 10 and 15 minutes. So, if there is more than one story in this video, they may not have sequentially happened in the stream. But anyways, hope to see you guys in the next stream. If not, don't worry, there'll be more clips next week. There are also ways to support the channel down below if you so choose to do so. And if you could do all the YouTube gum for this video to help it in the algorithm, it would be very much appreciated. Anyways, on to the live sci-fi. Please note that the only editing I've done to these clips has been to clip them and boost the audio for better listening. And as always, I hope that you enjoy. Alrighty, story number 7. The End of the War, written by Chucky Snow. Grand General TFOS stood on his bridge, ignoring the chaos around him. Dozens of klaxons sounded, hundreds of lights and indicators were flashing red. The smell of smoke and death hung in the air. His bridge complement was a mere 3 young ensigns. They tried to quell the noise from the stations, normally staffed by a crew of 20 hardened officers. Those brave souls had either died in their seats or died fiddling others. The ship was intact, but certainly its days of powered flight were past. It hung in a decaying orbit around a lifeless rock, where his species had attempted their last stand against his enemy, the Terrans. As they did in previous 30 battles, the Terrans had won. In point of fact, the only battle TFOS and the Chlorians had won was the first. TFOS would only say in private that without the advantage of surprise, that too might have been lost. He held a gun in his hand, but both the gun and his arm that held it were barely operational. Pride demanded that he at least try and take out one person before finally falling himself. The door to the bridge had been reinforced, but the breach was inevitable. As the final brace was cut and the doors began to open, he alone tried to raise his weapon. The ensigns were still too busy delaying the failure of the engines to bother with the imminent guests. As he got sight of something green beyond the door, everything turned white, then black. As he faded from consciousness, he realized they had tossed in a stun grenade. "Cowards!" he thought. He woke to find himself tied to his command chair. There were now several humans on the bridge, and they seemed to be working with the ensigns to shut down the engines. Certainly, they had stopped most of the alarms. The groaning of the superstructure could be heard as the ship flexed from its damage. One human, no bigger nor more important than the others, was staring at TFOS. "Are you the General?" the Terran asked, looking at a hollow of the General from better times. "Possibly," he replied, unwilling to be more cooperative. "I am authorized to either kill you or take you prisoner. Your choice," the human said. There was an impressive lack of emotion in his voice. "Death," TFOS said without hesitation. "I expected nothing less, but we wanted to give you the opportunity." The General noticed the small box on the stand near the human and surmised correctly that it was a camera. No doubt it had higher quality than whatever rig the soldier had on his armor. "Is that how you show my people before you kill them all? Looking forward to wiping out my race, did you hope to show me begging for my life? Like some human," he sneered. "We do have a fleet heading to your homeworld as we speak. That fleet is packed with hull plates and it's not going to meet a single one of your ships. since we've destroyed them all. And when we get there, we're going to wipe something from existence. This war, it ends with you. So you destroy my people with bombs? Do you destroy them with a contagion? Actually, replied the human, with food. Ah, my people would starve first. They would never eat your poison trash. They are, and they will, because it won't be poisoned. You've left your people in a very bad state, and we're going there to help. The general leaned back and laughed loudly. Ha! I know your type. All your type knows how to do is kill and destroy. Actually, I would say that about you, dear General. But yes, I am very happy to kill and destroy anyone and anything that threatens me. Up until now, that has been you, your army, your fleet. I do hope you remember that you fired the first shot. You took the first life in our conflict. Tell me, do you remember why we started this war? You dared encroach on the Corellian Empire. Your vaunted empire is, or should I say, was 3 planets and 2 systems. We were just 1, and the act of placing a settlement 10 light years from yours was somehow an act of war. Was there some vote by the general population to attack our outpost? Did the people choose to attack Earth? The human asked calmly. I speak for my people. They need not tell me their thoughts. I decided we would attack. They gladly followed. The soldier smiled for the first time. We both fought and we both lost so much. We've known for quite some time that we've lost enough. We pushed you back, and then we stopped. We gave you a chance after chance to end all of this. But you always refused. Towards the end, with the last few punishing defeats that we gave you, we realized that it wasn't your people that we were at war with, but you. The human looked at the ensigns. Those aren't my enemies. Those are just some pups you threw uniforms on. The ones that stood with you, the ones that thought like you, are all gone. Really, this war isn't over when I let you commit suicide. This war is over when we rescue your own people that have lived and suffered under you for so long. This war isn't over until we take your people and make them our friends. I want you to understand this. Something to think about as the ship burns up in the atmosphere, as fire and flame lick at the windows around you before they shatter and you burst into flames yourself. We are going to go to your world. We are going to help your own people rebuild. And yes, we're going to show them this video and see what your anger got you in the end. We're going to make their lives better. We've been very efficient at destroying your world, but humans are even better at building. We're going to rebuild your cities, your factories, your schools. We're going to feed and clothe and house your people. We're going to shut down your war machine and make them self-sufficient again. We're going to form a trading partnership and are fair and mutually beneficial. We'll help with agriculture and medicine, 2 of our specialties. We're going to introduce them to our other species we are friends with and show them what a healthy society looks like. We'll help them venture out into other systems. We're going to help them get past this ugly little point in their history. And by the next generation, your people will be embarrassed and ashamed that you ever spoke for them. I'd never try to remove you from history, for you deserve the place that you have earned. You'll have statues, but they'll be of a warning, not honor. The soldier stood up. Let's go, men. The fate of the ship is sealed. Everyone, Terran and Corellian alike, quietly left their posts and exited the bridge. He looked down at the seated general. He was so angry he seemed unable to speak. It's not too late. You can still come with us. I would rather die than surrender to you, scum. The human picked up the camera. I understand. We too have a tradition that the captain goes down with the ship. May you soon reunite with the many souls that you sent to the next plane. May they have mercy on your soul. And he left, atmospheric friction already beginning to heat the room. The last warship of the once great Cronian fleet slowly fell into the atmosphere. A red trail grew from the ship before the engines ruptured, and the craft burst into 1,000 growing pieces. Aboard the many human ships overhead, the thousands of beaten alien prisoners were able to watch the last fight. Few mourned its passing. End of story. So everyone is from all over. I'm glad I actually picked a time where we could get such a wide variety of people. Unfortunately, with the world being round in time zones and stuff, it's difficult to pick a time where you get as much people as you can. I mean, the 7 o'clock in the morning one for me, the game streams, I know are quite late for the American portion of the audience, and this one falls into afternoon. It's about finding the golden time to do this. But I think this time isn't too bad, and most people are used to this time. And that, my friends, ends this clip of the live stream from the weekend. I hope that you enjoyed. As always, relevant links are down below in the description, and the rest of the videos will be released throughout the week. I hope to see you in the next stream this Saturday at 1700 GMT. And I hope that you have a fantastic one until then, and I will see you all in the next video. Cheers.